RE Solutions XV. We're just having a good time this morning trying to figure out who we're talking to on the camera this morning. If it's you or everyone or I don't know.
Me.
Yeah, you. Sean. Any shout outs, by the way? We don't have any shout outs.
Any birthdays?
No.
No birthdays?
Don't you guys have an anniversary coming up?
We have our wedding anniversary.
Yeah. 24 years next Monday.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Monday.
Next Monday. Where are you going?
Any plans?
We're going to surprise each other.
Okay. That's fair.
Okay. You just surprised us, but okay.
So we're here together today to talk about saving energy during the summer months, right? Some of the best ways to handle that and different things to do throughout your property.
And we're on the road because we did vignettes last week with little.
If you didn't catch it, go find us on our videos.
They were it was pretty cool.
Pretty quick.
Stuff.
It was like 2 minutes,
It
but
was funny.
you can't see it on the phone, obviously. So you gotta see it on.
And this guy's acting primo.
Yeah.
You know.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So there's going to be various locations throughout the property that you're going to have to look at and you're going to want to assess. One of them would be windows and doors. During the summer months, it's really important to really take care of any possible way that air can be getting out of the house. So you're going to want to assess window coverings as far as blackout curtains or anything that you have that's going to help assist stopping air from going out through your windows or stopping sunlight from coming in. You're going to want to assess on the outside and the inside for cracks and openings anywhere that you might want to caulk over or cover that air could be escaping from. And definitely doors, weather stripping. There's like we have some stray cats in our neighborhood, and some of the cats sometimes tend to scratch at our weather stripping. So you're going to want to go ahead and assess that and just kind of go through all the doors and replace them as needed. You know, you're also going to want to check out thermostats, right?
Yeah, believe it or not, your programmable thermostat can save you a lot of money. So what you want to do first is learn how to use it. You want to go ahead and try to keep your home as warm as possible. Believe it or not, the U.S. Department of Energy recommends that you keep it as high as 78 degrees in the summertime. Wow. I know, but if you keep it at 78 degrees and you do these other things that we're talking about, it's going to make your home feel a lot cooler than what the numbers are really going to show. Plus in San Antonio, when we can hit those high hundreds, 78 is going to feel like a dream. So,
true.
One thing you want to do though is avoid programming your thermostat to go down really, really low, like in the 60s when you get home to try to cool things off quickly. It's not going to cool anything off quicker, and it's actually going to overwork your HVAC system.
That's a good point because working on the property management side, we normally would get maintenance requests because the AC is not working, and normally it's because one, the tenant or even the homeowner did not change their AC filter, so their AC filter is clogged up, which is making the unit work harder. If they're trying to turn it down, really when you run an AC unit, it's only going to bring down the air temperature 15 to 20 degrees from whatever it is outside. So if it's 115 outside, you'll be lucky if you go down 100 to 100 degrees or 95, whatever. So even turning it down all the way down to 62 doesn't mean that temperature is going to get down that low. It's going to make the unit work harder, and it can probably freeze up the unit. And if it freezes up the unit, then you're going to have to shut it off and wait for that unit to thaw out before a technician can even come and look at it.
Now you've got no AC.
Yeah, now you got no AC. So trying to turn it down all the way just to make it cool faster is not going to work. And a lot of people do that. So with that thermostat, obviously the air conditioner is going to be the unit that's going to be working the most during the summer months, right? So you want to actually schedule a maintenance or service for your AC unit just to make sure that it is running in peak performance, that it's cleaned out, your AC filters are good to go, your vents, make sure your vents are not blocked or dirty. Sometimes obviously the dust collects on those vents, and if it restricts air from getting to your AC unit, that's going to hold back the cool air that's going to come out of the unit, right? also with the thermostats is avoid putting things that are going to produce heat near a thermostat. So if you have like a television near your thermostat, and that television, it's probably an old television because not the new ones don't really heat up as much, but if you have a big gigantic plasma TV still, and you put it by the thermostat, that heat from the TV is probably going to throw off the thermostat setting and shut off your thermostat before the actual temperature of the room cools down. So just little things like that you need to watch for when it comes to the AC units.
And I know I'm guilty of that because when I'm doing my crafting, I'll have my little cart and I'll push it in front of a vent. And Pete will always tell me, hey, move that. You're blocking the vent. So I have to move it over.
Yeah. Fun times.
Yes.
All right. Well, water heaters are a big point of heat loss in that house, or in the summer actually, in compounding heat. Water heaters account for 20% of the energy consumed in your home. To keep your water and heating costs down, you should turn down the temperature of your water heater to the warm setting. That's 120 degrees Fahrenheit. You'll save energy and you'll avoid scalding your hands, young children, neighbors, whoever's there. Also, you want to consider it for real is washing only one full load of dishes or clothes in cold water. Consider air drying outside both dishes and clothing and hang it up on the line, whatever you have to do. You might want to look at sediment in your water heater. That's something to consider. My water softener is after my water heater in the line of water coming into the house. So I had to recently replace a water heater that was 2/3 full of sediment because I live in a hard water zone, and it slowly.
We all do.
Well, we live in San Antonio. It's a hard water zone. So my water heater was mostly full of sediment. It wasn't getting hot. It didn't have a whole lot of hard water because it was a bunch of rocks in the bottom. So consider that as well.
Yeah. And water heaters usually last 10 to 15 years normally. But if you don't have a water softener, you can probably cut that to half because of all the hardness and the sediment in the water here in San Antonio. So with that.
So we want to make sure that when you're dealing with the summer heat, that you want to reduce the heat that's actually coming in from your home. So is summer, avoid using the oven as much as you can because of course that's emitting heat. Cook on the stove, use a microwave oven, which no, I would not do that. Use a hot plate, or many of us have grills. That's a great time to use those grills and the food tastes better actually. We want to make sure that you install efficient lighting that runs cooler. And I know you were talking about all the light bulbs that you changed out in your house.
Yeah, we changed them all to LED just to minimize the amount of heat.
They're a little more expensive, but they last a lot longer. So honestly, cost effectiveness, it's about the same in the end.
Yeah.
Use natural light as much as you can. Open up the windows. I mean the shades when you can, but when it gets really hot, you really want to use those curtains. Make sure you take shorter showers. Sorry about that. Instead of baths, because baths take up. Does anybody know how much water it takes? It's like
a lot.
30
Yeah.
gallons, something, I don't know. Big
Especially when you want to
30
sit
gallons?
to here.
20
Yeah.
yes, and so nice cold. And in the summer, I love taking cold showers. So that helps a lot. And when it's really really hot, especially here in San Antonio, it starts to get hot around 11 noon, and that heat is brutal to about 5 p.m. Just maximize your activities during that time.
Minimize.
Minimize.
Maximize your coolness.
Yes.
Minimize the activities.
Yeah, I see people during the summer, they go jogging and stuff like that during the middle of the day. I don't know how they do that. It's like I would pass out and die.
It hurts me looking at them running down the road.
Well,
Mad dogs and Englishmen run about in the noonday sun.
Yeah.
Jeez. San Antonio.
So
Can't do it.
Don't run your machines during those peak times. Try to do it first thing in the morning or in the evening. And I know for us, when it starts to get really, really hot, we turn off all our lights in the house and work with minimum light because it's just so hot. And
Minimum lights, and they turn up the AC to make it cooler.
it's at 74, sir. I know it's not 78, but
In there.
I'm used
Getting
to
there,
Baby
it.
steps.
getting there. It does get hot, obviously. So we're just used to it, right? We're used to the AC nowadays. I mean, I remember growing up, we didn't have AC.
We didn't have it as
So
I know, right?
our parents used to open up the windows, open doors, shut off lights. They really
Fans.
knew how to oh yeah, the fans. We had a fan that was like a floor fan, right? But you opened the top up, it was like a circular fan. You opened the top up and it was a basin that you can add ice to. So you
Ooh.
add ice on
Swap
top
cooler.
and then
Swap
you close
cooler,
it.
yeah.
And then, but it was inside, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would just cool the air. That was really cool. I never used it for the ice. I used to use it for my little Matchbox cars. Because it was like a little dome, so I used to roll
Well,
my
Pete-
little Match cars.
Well, Pete and I grew up in the Bronx, so those apartments did not have central air. We had, if we were lucky, we had a
An
air unit, and
Yeah.
it was usually in the
Window
bedroom.
unit, yeah.
And so if you got really, really hot, you went into that bedroom and you chilled out. I remember taking at least 3 showers during the day.
Yeah.
And I just, so when I got when we got married and moved out of New York, we were like, what? Central air?
Yeah.
This is nice. So
What's
yes,
funny is I
we are
go
spoiled.
visit my dad now. He still doesn't turn on the AC.
And he doesn't live in New York.
Yeah, he lives in Florida, and he still doesn't turn on the AC. He just keeps it hot there, sweating like I'm doing right
I
now.
don't know, that 99% humidity.
Oh, I don't know. Well, anyway, I hope you like these little tips. We're hoping to put out some more tips during the summer months. Not sure exactly about what. We're still talking about
If y'all
that.
have any
but-
suggestions, we're open to suggestions.
Yeah, exactly. So if you
Anything
have
you're interested in.
anything you want us to talk about, hit us up, put a comment down below, and let us know. All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Thanks. It was great
All right.
seeing you again.
Okay. See you later.